Why, hello. Today is January 21st, 2021. As of the day I'm recording this. And let me tell you, at the time I'm recording this, it's almost been a full 24 hours that Joe Biden has been president. And in his inauguration address, which I gotta say, I don't think he's that good at giving speeches. He just isn't. And giving speeches is like one of the biggest things as president. Giving the State of the Union address, giving addresses when things happen, press conferences. It's pretty much part of your job. But unfortunately, all that matters is the electoral votes to become president in this country. And that's part of what I love about this country. Gives anybody a chance, no matter of their skill set. And this has been, and the point I'm trying to make is in his inauguration address, he was talking about unity, coming together the entire time, not being red or blue, left, right, liberal, conservative, none of that stuff. He was talking about coming together as the American people and doing what's best for this country. And in the process, he goes and makes a whole bunch of executive orders overturning Trump policies. Like, not even an entire day in office and you're already going through and talking about not even an entire day in office and you're already going and reversing a lot of your predecessors' policies. How is that unity? That's just going to piss off the half the country that voted for Trump. 75 million people voted for Trump. And you're going to pretty much piss off all of those 75 million people. So, how is that bringing each other together? If you really want unity, you need to work on both sides of the aisle. Realize that there may be some things that you don't like, but things that are not quite as important to you, and go with other people's ideas. Our country was main idea is, I'm trying to think of the word. Yeah, I can't think of the word right now. Currently, it's 8:30 a.m. where I'm at. Not the most awake, but by the time I go home tonight, it's gonna be dark out. So not a good time to record it. But going across the aisle and willing to agree with the other folks on some things. That's just what we have to do as Americans, because we're not going to agree on every little aspect, but on the things that are not necessarily the most compromised. That's the word I'm thinking of. And we've had a lot of compromise legislation across the years, and most of it, honestly, wasn't necessarily good at all, as it had to do with slavery. And I wouldn't consider that good legislation, but was the time period of what we were at and dealing with in this country at the time. But compromise with other people, that's the only way we get things done in this country. And I'm not trying to bring slavery into this at all. Slavery is bad, and I'm glad it's abolished, and we've worked past that and have been working towards equality for everybody. But we need compromise in order to move this country forward. And a lot of like say, oh, we'll vote on this bill if you add this Indian there. That is compromise. Oh, we'll do this if you do that. Compromise. And that is one of the biggest things that we need in this country in order for it to run. Because we're not going to agree on everything, and that's the only way we get unified as a country. And Joe Biden is already overturning Trump's legacy as president, like just hours after he was inaugurated. And Trump was not even that fast. He didn't even make his first executive order until the next day as president, if I am remembering correctly. But no, I actually do think it was the same day that he became president, but it wasn't about Obama's legacy. And we need to unify as a country. Compromise where we can, and if there's things that are too big of issues to compromise, don't. Stand your ground. And that's the problem with this, the way we're doing things. It's either do my way or your way. And that is not compromise at all. We need to compromise in order for this country to run. And just getting me all worked up, because these people who cry unity are not unifying. And we need to work these things out in order to move forward as a country. And that's really all I gotta say. I'm happy for... God, my glasses need to be cleaned. I'm happy for Biden for winning the election. I'm not a fan of his, as you probably can tell. But he... Not really entirely sure how he won. For someone that didn't leave his house, but I'm not going to throw in the president over their first few hours as president. I'm going to let them get time. Maybe they'll do better than what I think. Maybe they won't. Maybe they'll do worse than what I think. But we can see in 2 years of how the Senate and the House of Representatives change. If more Republicans get elected in 2 years, obviously it's obviously going to be because... Oh, my dog's in the shot there. Obviously it's going to be because we're not liking what the president's doing. And that will obviously show how the re-election will go. And I'll be actually genuinely surprised if Biden makes it through his full term. Whether it's impeachment, 25th Amendment, resignation, I'll be surprised if he makes it through the 4 years as president. But that's not for me to decide. That's really up for the American people to decide, and our legislative system. So Joe Biden is president, and all we got to do is really work together and come together as Americans and work together interchangeably to make this country better and help all of us out. So that's really all I gotta say. So good luck out there, and best of luck to Joe and Harris. See you guys later.